Hello teachers, I wanted to give you a quick tour of the new elementary dashboard homeroom course so you can see how you would best utilize it in your classroom, and you can decide if you want to leave it enabled as is or if you would like to move it back to the normal style of a course, because you have the option to do either. The whole purpose of the elementary dashboard redesign was to make things easier on teachers and on students, to provide fewer clicks for students to get to where they need to be, and hopefully for teachers to have less time spent doing all of the linking, because students are able to find their assignments more easily, so then the linking becomes not as necessary for you to do as a teacher. One thing to know is you can toggle between your classic and homeroom view if you would like, just by going to the three dots. The student side, though, as long as it's enabled as the new homeroom course, they're going to continue to see their announcements up here, even if you're in the classic view and you are doing the announcements by clicking into the course here to do them. So in your homeroom course, it only has a few sections because the homeroom course is really meant to be an informational course for your students. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the title here to open up the course. And you're going to see that it only has these sections inside. The most important being announcements and important info. Announcements are just that. It's things that you want your students to know. The nice thing is that those announcements now show up across the top of your student's dashboard as soon as they log into Canvas. They don't have to click on anything to get to that announcement. The other piece, the important info, shows up on this resources page. So for students to get what they need from the homeroom course, all they have to do is click on this button or this one. If I want to edit an announcement that I've already started, I can actually do that just by clicking on the pencil here, and it will allow me to edit without having to even click and go inside of the course. Notice that I have a few different options of possible ways that you could use an announcement. You could use it to send a link to your students so they know where to go in class. You could use it as an actual announcement to remind them of something and add images. You could add a YouTube video that you want students to watch. You could add a link. You can add a Canvas media, so you could put either a screencast that you've made, or you could use Canvas video to create a short video announcement for your students. You can also add a schedule if you would like. So if you want to put a table inside of the announcement for the week and you want to put your subjects and link to the different assignments that are due, you certainly can do that if you would like to. So the way that I have this set up is just to show you some different options. So if I'm a student and I am going to my announcement and clicking here, this will still take me right to that assignment like it did last year. However, I want to show you that that actually may not be necessary because of two different reasons. First of all, this schedule button does that same thing. It's going to show the student what's upcoming for that week, and it's going to show them that they can click right here and they can get to that assignment that way. So if you have them click on that, it's going to take them to that same assignment, just like the linking did. So it's two different ways to get to the same thing. The nice thing is this one is already built into Canvas itself. The other piece that I want you to note, though, is that if the student goes to homeroom and goes to that subject, if there was an assignment due that day, that would show here. You can see also the student has a missing assignment, so they can actually click on what's missing and they can go to the schedule just for that subject and see what is due for that day and what is missing. The schedule inside of the subject just shows the students what is due and what's missing in that subject. If you go to the homeroom and go to the main schedule page, however, that is going to put all of their subjects together into one continuous schedule. So those are a couple options that you have for using that new homeroom course. If, however, you still really would like to go back to the traditional style of the homeroom course, the way that you would do that is to go into the homeroom course and go to the course settings. The way that it was turned into the new style of the homeroom course is down here in enable as homeroom course. So if you uncheck that and update your course details, then that is going to turn it back into a traditional homeroom course with the options that you used to have inside.